Everyone, good evening again, and thank you for joining.
Good evening,
I want to
ma'am.
appreciate everyone that has joined. I want to appreciate everyone that has joined this session early. We're hopeful that the others will join as we progress. My facilitator, thank you, because you joined even before every other participant. That's a very good one. Thank you so much. And welcome to our district and to our session.
Thank you for having me, ma.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, so we wasted time already. So without much ado, let me invite our district governor, DG Mary Ono, PMJF, NLC, to give us an opening remark before we now delve into today's subject. My DG, ma.
Good evening again, my GLT. Good evening, my region chair. Thank you for calling this, putting this training together, and the effort for making and enlightening more people. But most of all, I want to thank our faculty, our facilitator, Lion Folorunshola, who is actually a student of mine, but he's, you know, when the student is better than the teacher, I think that's the case today. So I absolutely look forward to having an engaging session. And thank you so much for accepting to be with us. And I look forward to learning. You know, there's no end to learning. So thank you very much. And let's all stay tuned. Great learning today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, my DG.
Thank you so much, my DG. Today's session will be taken by a lion, like my DG has already told us, her students. And we shouldn't expect anything less than what we get from, you know, my DG is a teacher. You know, my DG is a teacher. So she has promised us that what we will get today will be an improvement on what we get from her usually. So may I invite my ICT person to give us the profile of today's facilitator so that we will now welcome him to take our session. My ICT.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. It's yet another learning time. The profile of Lion Architect Folorunsho Adeoluwa Samuel, MNIA, MJF, NLCF. He is fondly called FAS, F-A-S. FAS by character is a self-starter, an achiever, a goal-oriented person with a strong leadership skill, analytical, highly innovative. He is dynamic, a target-driven person, a keen interest to details. He holds a Bachelor's of Science and Master's degree in Architecture from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, with basic and advanced certificate in leadership development from Daystar Leadership Academy, and a PGD certificate in project management. He is a certified guiding lion, a graduate of Regional Lions Leadership Institute, RLLI, and Area Lions, Advanced Lions Leadership Institute, ALLI. He has attended various leadership and management courses within and outside the country. By profession, an architect, chartered project manager, a realtor, marketing and business development consultant, leadership and organizational consultant. He is a motivational speaker and a teacher with a good organizational management skill, team player with ability to work under pressure to meet deadlines with little or no supervision. He is an entrepreneur with a wide range of experience in marketing, business development, building construction, and real estate. He has worked at management and directory levels in different organizations. Currently, he is the CEO of Havila Image Development Limited and IDG Image Associates Limited. He likes to travel, reading, and socialize with people of like minds and values. He is married with children. Ladies and gentlemen, dear lions and guests, please help me welcome Lion Architect Folorunsho Adeoluwa Samuel, MNIA, MJF, NLCF. You're welcome on board, sir.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, good lions.
You can
All
proceed
right.
to share your slide
Okay.
now, sir.
All right. Thank you. Good evening, my DG. Good evening, the region chairperson and the GLT coordinator for the district. I so much appreciate this opportunity and the privilege to be the facilitator this evening. Tonight, like my DG said, I was once, not even once, I'm still a student. And so it's a great privilege and honor for me to actually be in our district this night. We shall be talking about a topic that is so dear to my heart, that I titled Building a Humanitarian Service Culture. And we shall be trying to engage each other. It's not just going to be about me speaking alone. We'll try as much as possible to go through the names and call out names so that we can engage each other in this training. Building a humanitarian service culture. Many of us are familiar with the word culture. We easily say, this person is from this tribe, this person is from this culture. And what makes us say such is that we see a kind of particular lifestyle, something that is known to such a place or person. And we say, people from this culture, they behave this way. And so as an organization that we know, Lions International, humanitarian organization that we all know, we should be known with a particular culture, which is service. And we just don't join the organization because we want to socialize or just help. We must imbibe some, what I call, principles of service and practice of service. These are the things that we shall be going through this night together, and will help us to be a better member of this international organization. One of the greatest leaders that I so much appreciated and cherish so much in the person of Mahatma Gandhi said the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service to others. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in service to others. It's not a cliche to me. It's something that I have come to realize as a reality. Most times, personally, when I am having my personal challenge, I have been able to navigate those challenges by channeling my energy into helping others. And that way I have come to discover that what I make happen for others, God actually make happen for me. So most times when I want to discover myself, like he said, I focus on others people's needs. And before I know it, my needs will be met. So this is not just a talk, but a principle that I've imbibed over years. Introduction. A humanitarian service culture are a set of principles and practice that prioritize empathy, compassion, humanity, impartiality, accountability, and service to others, particularly those in need or in crisis. It involves a commitment to alleviating human suffering, promoting dignity, and enhancing the health and well-being of individuals and committees. Like I always tell people, what actually makes us a human is the way we treat other people. That is actually what makes us human. And I tell people, humanitarian service should not be limited to religion. It's not a function of because I'm a Muslim or I'm a Christian, that is why I must do this. No, it should be part of our life, what we do as a human being that makes us to be called human being. So in this introduction, I'm going to emphasize two words that they look similar, but actually have differences. The key words, empathy and compassion. Both are essential for understanding and supporting others, but they have distinct meaning. Empathy is understanding and sharing feeling with others. It is about cognitive and emotional connection. You know, you say that, I can feel you. I understand what you are going through. Indirectly, you are having empathy for such person. I don't know, this week, I think Monday or Tuesday, there were challenges going on around my 12, which actually involved a very close friend of mine who is a doctor, a medical doctor. And his hospital was actually demolished. And so when I was called about it, the first thought that came to me was, this could be me. I wasn't even thinking of why did he build there? Why did he? I just asked, this can happen to me. And so the second day, I went. Now, that brings about compassion. Compassion makes you to take action. It takes you beyond empathy. I heard the story, I was empathized. But compassion now made me to go and visit him to see what can be done. Who can we call? How can we salvage some of the things that has been done? That is the difference between compassion and empathy. Compassion is I can. That is compassion. And as lions, we should be more compassionate. Sometimes when we drive around, we see somebody begging. What triggers in our heart? What triggers in our spirit? When we move around, we see an elderly people that wants to cross the road. How do we treat them? Are we moved to action like this person, one day I'll be an elderly person? Do we try and say, okay, let me just pause a bit and see how I can help this elderly person cross the road? Or we just move on and said, well, it's one of those things in the society. These are things that we must be intentional about as members of Lions International. We must be intentional about having compassion on our fellow human beings. Yes, our organization, in one of our values, is about compassion, which we are also going to be seeing. In the word of Cherry, she said, compassion is the bridge between sympathy and action. Compassion is the bridge between sympathy and action, which is just what I've said. When I heard the story about my friend, I felt like, oh, I understand what this guy is going through, even though my house has never been demolished. I just feel like, yeah, this is displacement for his family, moving their things from one place to other. But compassion made me to visit him and see what action can be taken by me. So compassion is actually the bridge between sympathy and action. I wouldn't want to assume that because we are all members of Lions, we already know and understand our vision, mission. So I will take us through it and kind of refresh our memory about who we are, what we stand for, and our values. Lion International is a global service organization dedicated to empowering volunteer service servicing their community and promoting humanitarian causes. It was founded in June 7, 1917 by Melvin Jones in Chicago, Houston, US. It started with a single club and has grown to become one of the largest service organization with 1.4 million, over 1.4 million in about over more than 200 countries with over 446,000 clubs. Lions Club International in the year 1925 got a challenge from a woman called Ellen Kelly about Nights of the Blind. And this actually translates to what we now celebrate in the month of October, where we have the service for vision. In the year 1945, Lions and other respective representatives from 46 nations met to establish the NGO section with United Nations, where we have what we call Lions Day with United Nations now, which is what we celebrate every year in the month of March. 1957, the LEO program was established to develop the youth arm of Lions International to give the youth an opportunity for personal development through volunteerism. Today, we have over 200,000 LEO worldwide as a result of this formation. In the year 1968, Lions International Foundation was created, LCIF, with the mission to support the effort of Lions Club and partners in serving communities locally and globally, giving hope and impacting lives through humanitarian service projects and grants. Till date, this foundation has given over 1.2 billion grants till date. In 1973, we celebrated 1 million membership milestone, where we welcomed the 1 millionth member, Gil Barron from Virginia, US. This was a celebration that took us over 1 million membership worldwide. In the year 1985, LCIF gave its first major catastrophe grant of $50,000 for earthquakes in Mexico, earthquake relief in Mexico. The grant has continued to step up in times of crisis. And also, I think last year, some of our leaders in the multiple district also gave grants through LCIF to disaster relief in the north part where they had flood challenges. And I think something like that also happened in Ikorodu this year, if I'm right, where some relief materials were donated to people that had flood challenges in some part of Ikorodu early this year. In the year 1990, Lion launched a campaign called Sight First, with the goal of helping restore sight and preventing blindness on a global scale. More than 490 million people have benefited from this project for over 30 years now. In the year 2017, Lions turned 100, and the 100-year anniversary was celebrated at Lions Club International Centennial Convention in Chicago, where it was actually founded. And in the year 2022, campaign 100 goal was exceeded. LCIF exceeded its goal of campaign 100, and a total of $325 million was raised during this campaign. All of these point to one thing. Lions International is an organization that over years has started building a culture that has now become a way of life for the organization and for the members. Many of us will testify to the new birth of growth in our multiple districts. Districts 404B5 and 404B6 is as a result the continuous passion to serve in our various communities across Nigeria. And the expansion will further help us to reach out to many communities that have needs. Like I always tell people, one of the beauty of Lions International is that we are community-based organization. We also form clubs anyhow. We connect with a community. And that's why we have different names in our various community. Platinum, different names that are clubs that are tailored to meet service in such communities. So these are things that we should always remind ourselves of, that we are not just a club, but we are a community-based organization target at meeting needs tailored to the community we are actually located. And what should stand us out is this culture of humanitarian service. When people see this, they will ask, why are you doing it? Which organization are you representing? And the moment you said, I'm a member of Lions Club, you say, no wonder. Because over time, they've seen that this is an organization tailored at meeting need in particular communities around the globe. Our mission to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs, encourage peace, and promote international understanding through Lions Club. We focus on enhancing health, well-being, strengthening communities, and providing support to those in need. Our core values: first, service. We are committed to serving communities and those in need. Compassion, approaching service with empathy and kindness. Community, strengthening local communities through volunteerism and collaboration. Integrity, value honesty, transparency, and ethical behavior. It is not enough for us to do good things. We must do things right. As a member of Lions Club, we should not just focus on we are doing the good things. We must do the right things. And that alone makes us to be different from other organizations. And this is where integrity matters a lot. In our district, my DGs shared a story with us of a member that wanted to actually do what they call it, a POP transaction, and the network was not connecting. So the POP person said, how much do you actually need? So the lady said, I needed 1,000 to take bike, and I'm coming back to our secretariat at Igodo. So the woman said, don't worry, I'll give you the 1,000 naira. Is it not you people that is always helping people around the community here? That speaks volume. Because of our yellow jackets, we have now been known as people that help people. They see us as not just volunteer, but helpers and people that solve problems for others. That alone speaks volume. And so as members, we should carry ourselves with that sense of responsibility anywhere we go to. Inclusion and diversity is another value that we cherish so much. And one of the things I so much value about our club is that we do not speak about religion. We do not speak about tribe. We just focus on helping people in need, irrespective of your religion, your tribe, your color. There was a picture I saw in the course of this week, a baby, a child, and I think probably in one of these camp, and somebody approached her and said, are you a Christian? She did not reply. Are you a Muslim? She did not reply. Are you an Hindu? She did not reply. And the man was wondering. The girl just said, I am hungry. And that is the language that the girl understands. She doesn't understand whether all she knows is that she's hungry. And in Lions International, we care less about where you come from. All we are interested in is meeting a need and helping the needy. Our global courses. Now, I'm going to ask us to talk about someone among us should give us 3 of our global courses. Please, Lion Bridget, please unmute, please. Just mention 3 of our global causes, please.
Good evening, my DJ. Good evening, Great Lions. Hunger, vision, childhood cancer.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can someone else give us another 3, please? Okay, I want to call another name. Lion Ajao Kehinde, please unmute. Lion Ajao Kehinde. Lion Taiwo Anifowoshi. We serve. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So we have 8 global causes: vision, hunger, diabetes, environment, childhood cancer, disaster relief, humanitarian, and youth. These are the areas where we focus on as Lions International. And these are the area where we build our humanitarian cultures around. But that doesn't mean we can't do other things. But as an organization, these are our focus area. And lately, another one has been added, but I don't know if it has been made official. Who can guess the new global cause that has been added? Should I call name? Do we have any zone chairperson in the house? Lion Olatunji, please. Can you unmute? Lion Olatunji. Lion Oyedipo. Or there is nobody that have an idea of the new global cause that has been added? New global. Hello. Is Lion Oyedipo with us? All right. The new one that has been added is about our well-being, mental well-being. Mental well-being. That is the new global cause that is actually coming on board. And I think the international president, was it the month of last November, October, where we are supposed to do service around awareness around mental well-being. So that is the new global cause that has been added to what we presently have. Now we will be talking about practices of humanitarian service culture. What are the things as members, as a club, that we must do when we want to carry out a service? These are practices that should become our culture year in, year out. Whenever we want to carry out services in our clubs, or even at the level of the region, or even at the level of the district. The first thing is what I call need assessment and analysis. Need assessment and analysis. Before carrying out any service project, we must conduct. It is a must. You know, we have BOD where we have the president of the club. We have meetings with the members of the BOD concerning a particular project. Funny thing is that most times we conclude everything about such project at the BOD meeting, which is wrong. It's totally wrong. We must conduct a need assessment. It is a must. It's not a suggestion. It is a must. You want to carry out a service in your community. You can say, they don't have water or they're having issues with water. And you think their primary need is a borehole. And you go to that community, you dug a borehole for them. Because it is not their primary need, they will not see it as their project. And that's the unfortunate thing. Most projects that we cite around our communities, after 2 years, in fact, it's something that is bad. It's a bad culture, and I've been preaching it even in my own district. It's not enough for us to carry out and commission a project. We must always visit such projects, irrespective of whose tenure it was done. Because people's money were used to actually carry out such projects. Presently, we want to renovate a statue that was done in Mushi roundabout now. My DG called my attention to it, and I'm the region chair covering Mushin area. So we have gone back and, okay, we have evaluated it, and we are looking at how we can renovate it. It was done even before I joined Lion. But the tiles have peeled off. It's not becoming something that we as Lion International can be proud of as a brand. So we are going to look at how we can renovate it. So when we want to carry out a project, we must carry out a need assessment. Do this community really need it? If they need it, how can we integrate them so that they can see it as their own project too? We are only coming to provide the logistics and the fund, but the ownership becomes the community's own. So at the design and plan of our project, they must be part of it from the design. Yes, as an organization, we plan, but we must include them in the planning of the project, because the moment they are included, they see it as not their, but us. So it is a must for us to carry out a need assessment. This will help us to identify the areas of major needs and also help us to analyze and properly give information and the needs that will be prioritized according to urgency and importance. Early this Lions year, a charter club president called me, invited me to Ikeja for a project that they want to carry out. So we went for a need assessment and analysis. According to her, they've come before with some members of the BOD to carry out an assessment. So on that day, when we got there, it was a secondary school. And you know, the way Lagos State divide their secondary, they have a junior section and a senior section. So when we got there, the charter president already told me that where they were looking at carrying out the project is actually located in the junior section. So when we got there, we saw two potential projects that we could look into. And the first was a county. County. But the unfortunate thing, when we analyzed
Hello, my facilitator. We can't hear you again if you can hear me.
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Oh, sorry about that. It must be network. I'm really sorry. So as I was saying, we went to a school for a need assessment and analysis. And at the end of the day, out of the three proposed projects, we're able to actually narrow down based on analysis to one. And that one was a classroom with dilapidated structure and no furniture. Now, if we had not gone there or went for a physical assessment, we could have just gone with the proposal that the school says they needed a refurbished canteen, which was actually located behind a toilet, and which will not be good health-wise and not also good for our brand as an international organization, doing a project of where people will eat behind the toilet is not a good location. So this is the essence of analyzing your need assessment. Now, I'm going to put this question. Do we have club presidents in this training this night? If you're a club president, can you just signify by show of hand, please? Club president. Club presidents. Are there no club presidents?
None is him will serve. I'm a club president.
Oh, good, good. I want to ask this question, my president, sir. And if you visit a school and you get to that school, you meet these following needs. One, lack of a functioning toilet for students and teachers. Two, no functioning library due to no books and furniture. Then thirdly, classrooms that do not have furniture. As a club and the club president that went for assessment, which of these needs will you prioritize as a project, my president? Out of these three, which one will you prioritize? And give me a reason, sir.
Based on my assessment and past experience, I will prioritize the toilet facilities for people to gather together, for learning to take place at all. For any other thing to take place, there must be convenience. People will go to toilet and use themselves and whatever. If there's none, there's no point for them to gather, and there can't be a school. So I will prioritize the toilet facilities.
All right. Thank you, sir. Do we have any presidents in the house that has a contrary opinion? Or any other Lion member? You don't have to be a president. Any other Lion member that has a contrary opinion, please? All right. I think we don't. So are we all saying that we should prioritize toilets for the students and teachers? Is that all? We are all agreeing to that? Okay, somebody is raising. Samuel, please. You have a contrary opinion?
Yes, I think for me, that what should be prioritized will be seats that the children will use to sit down to take the lessons. I would rather give that a priority before the toilet because they will not stand up to be taking the lessons.
All right. Okay.
My Lion, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, Lion de Funke here, sir. Good evening, Lion leaders. I want to support what the last speaker just said. As a teacher, I believe in giving the students the furniture to sit in the classroom. That should be the best. Why are they even in school when there is no furniture for them to sit? So I think that should be my own priority if I should access that school. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Adefunkema. Let me ask this question. Where there is no toilet, which disease will be common in such area? Which disease will be very common in such area where there's no toilet? Because I'm trying to imagine how the teachers and the students. Cholera. Thank you, sir. And cholera is what? Airborne disease. Do you agree with me? Cholera is airborne disease carried by flies. So the question is, the health of everybody should be a priority. the health of every student and teacher should be a priority. So that's why I'm going to agree with the club president. Toilets should be a priority because they can manage without furniture. It's just a matter of time. Your club can even come back to say, okay, we'll do furniture. But the urgent thing should be a toilet because of the health issue. So this is why we need to analyze our assessment. You do assessment, but you need to analyze it based on health, based on every other aspects, and you now conclude that this should be a priority. Like I said, we analyzed, they told us they wanted us to, the school was saying, let's renovate the canteen. But we told them, no, you cannot be eating behind the toilet. It's not right. It's not healthy. So because of that, we told them we will not partake in this renovation of the canteen. So analysis is very, very key. I hope that is well understood, please. So the second practice, partnership and collaboration. Partnership and collaboration. This is one aspect that as an organization, we must make a culture. You know, when I joined Lion, I discovered that everything we want to do, we tax ourselves. We want to buy water as a project. Okay, let's say we want to supply water as a project. We are taxing ourselves. Why can't we collaborate with a company that is producing water and tell that company that our brand is an international brand? We'll put our logo on your logo and we'll distribute as a means of marketing your product to so places. Free marketing because of our brand. So we need to cultivate the habit of collaboration and partnership. Let's not overburden members with donation. Let's go out, use our network to connect with people in order. And the funny thing is this, you will be surprised that many organizations are really, really keen on partnering with you, with our organization. They will tell you, we heard about Lion. No, we know them, but we are looking for how to actually partner with them. Try it. Club president, as a region, zone, you want to carry out any, go and just write a letter. You will be shocked at their response that they really want to be part of what we are doing. And so please, let us cultivate these habits. Don't first think of, let me tax all the members. First think of, let me see how we can raise funds from outside my club, from outside my region, from outside my zone. Then we can now tell ourselves, what can we give back? And the good thing is this, as members, you're already giving your time, you're already giving your talent. So it's not everything that every time that you have to give treasure. Use your talents and your time to network, to draw in treasure. Attract treasure with your values from your friends outside. There was a project I did in my club when I was the club president of Lagos City Lions Club. That year when I was the president was actually our 40th anniversary. So I came up with a project of sponsoring 40 students, paying for the students' school fees. And we did all our analysis after the assessment. And I told them in my club that we are not going to burden any member. And so I told everybody, use your network to raise 20,000 naira. 20,000 naira times 20, that's 400,000 naira. SARS, within a month, we raised 1 million naira. Within a month. Not from the club members, outside network. We were doing pay a child school fees with 1,000 naira. We were posting it on all our social media, everywhere. Friends were calling me, are you sure 1,000 naira will work? I said, actually, we are looking for 10,000 per child. So if you cannot give, we are looking for 20,000 per child. So if you cannot give 20,000, give 1,000 naira. A friend just called me and said, I'll sponsor 2 child, 40,000, and that was how the money were coming in. So collaboration, partnership works. They are actually waiting for us to come and meet them, but we are not taking our brand. Lions International is a good brand that sells anywhere. All we need is to package it very well and put in our club's financial books. Some organization will demand for your club financial books. They want to see your bookkeeping. They want to see projects that you have done before. They want to see how you have managed resources before. And this is where clubs need to cultivate the culture of proper bookkeeping. Clubs need to have bookkeeping. It's not enough to say, we spent so money this year. Then the person that is coming, you just hand over the club accounts to him. No, you must have detailed club booking. How much was spent on each of your service projects within the clubs. Even when you do your investitures, how it was spent. If you can keep receipts, keep receipts. It goes a long way to show your transparency as a club and even as ESCO at that time. So please, these are things that we must imbibe, and it will also help us even in our own individual businesses and life. Another question, anyone can answer this. As an organization comes to you for collaboration, and it tells you that, this is our first time doing this project, and we want to partner with two people. We've heard so much about you. Then another organization also comes with track records. We have done this before. We have done that before. And we heard that you guys are also doing this. Can we collaborate together and do more together? Which of the organization will you want to partner with? The one that has never done it or the one that has a track record? Should I call out anyone? Lion Adiola. Lion Adiola, please. You can unmute. Which of the organization will you want to partner with as a club? My region chair, sir. Can you help us with the question, with the answer, please?
Okay, thank you, the facilitator. I would rather go with an organization that has a track record.
Why, sir?
We go because they know the way. They have been doing it, and it will make whatever impact we want to make, it will make it easier, and we'll be able to reach a larger populace with our service.
Leveraging on experience.
Yes,
and experience.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's just the truth. Presently, we are planning to organize a marathon in Lagos State. And so when we're having the meeting, one of us just told us that Lagos State Sport Commission has all the itineraries and everything that we needed. So we scheduled a meeting with the DG of Sport Commission. We met him, he told us, and this is why I'm saying collaboration is key. The first meeting with him, after sharing the vision and why we want to do it, he said, this is a laudable project and Lagos State will buy into it. That was the first response he gave us. He said, this is a laudable project and we are going to buy into it. We will give you every necessary support to make it happen. And he set up a committee from their side. And when we had meeting with the committee, it dawned on us that we didn't know anything about how to even organize a marathon. We were just carried away, blown away with the fact that we want to organize a marathon. But the logistics, we didn't know anything. And so right now we are riding on their experience. We are riding on everything that they have, the resources and everything. So that is the part about collaboration. You gain both ways. Partnership, you gain more. So I want to encourage club president, please don't limit all your activities to your members, taxing members, asking them to bring money. Go out. That way you will gain two things. You are going to gain exposure. You are going to be gaining more people knowing about your club. In fact, now many people want to join clubs in our region area because of the meetings that we're having. We've met about 5 local governments now, and every one of them like, I want to join. I've been hearing about Lion. I want to join. Just because we want to partner, we are getting members through partnership and collaboration. So it's not just limiting to you achieving that service project, but it will also help you to get more members. So this is one practice, one culture that we must imbibe. Another culture is capacity building. As a club, I really appreciate what the region is doing for all the clubs, the 8 clubs under the region. You are building their capacity, you are exposing them to information, you are exposing them to knowledge. And this will go a long way, not for just these Lions here, even another Lions here coming after. Their capacity to do more, to improve their performance and sustainability in their community will sure go a long way with this training that we're having this night. So we build capacity. It is a culture that we must imbibe. As a person, I always set personal goals. And one of my goals is that every year I must attend 5 seminars, whether in the country or outside the country or online. I must attend 5 seminars. This year, I have done 4. I have done 4 this year. So you develop yourself, because what you don't have, you cannot give. You want to help people in the community, you must be well equipped. It's not just about sharing things. There are information, knowledge that must be acquired in these humanitarian services. There must be information, knowledge that must be acquired. So you need to. Another practice that we must imbibe as a culture is technology. How many clubs here in this region have all the social media platforms? TikTok, what they call it, Instagram, Facebook, even WhatsApp, this thing now that is on. How many clubs have them? My region chair.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of all the clubs under your region that has WhatsApp channel, Facebook? How many clubs under your region has social media platforms, sir?
I think all the club in the region has social media platforms, but I think majorly is limited to Facebook, WhatsApp channel. I think those are the 2 major. They have some have website, not all the club.
Which club has
Some
a
have
WhatsApp to follow them
also.
this time? Which club has WhatsApp
Yeah.
channel? Please, which club has WhatsApp channel, sir?
Ikorodu Doyen has.
Please, I want to follow them. You know, I live in Ikorodu, so I want to know what is going on in my constituency, sir. I'll follow them. You send me their link, sir.
No problem.
Now, technology has come to stay. I remember when I joined Lion in my club, we started with no printing of documents. We'll send it on WhatsApp. It was a war. All the old Lions rebelled. So how can we just be sending things on WhatsApp? We must print them out. I said, read it online, bring it to the meeting to read. There is no difference. We are reading the same thing. We are going to be saving the club resources by not printing. It was a big war. But thank God we've now gotten over it now. So we do most of our things online. You know, we read online. We need to be very intentional about technology. It's one aspect that can grow your club. Lions International follows every club. And I'll say it again, follows every club that actually follows them. I know that for a fact, because when I was a club president, they were following us, we were following them. And they were referring members in our community to me via Facebook. In fact, during my tenure, we got 5 new members, 2 referred from Lions International via Facebook. That is the power of technology. You can connect with every other clubs, and once a member is in your community needs to join you, they will refer them to you. So you need to take advantage of technology. You can't just be calling people to come and yes, technology is all over the world. People can join your club, not necessarily even being in Nigeria. We have about 5 diaspora now in our club, and they pay their dues. So let's take advantage of this. Let's make it a culture in our clubs, at the level of the clubs, to be on all the social media, and let us be intentional about it. Let's have a member that will be designated to make sure that things that we do, even if it's your club meeting, post it. Anything you do, post it. Make that platform active. Let it not be a 1-year thing. That is when a new president is coming, they will go to the platform. No, on a monthly basis, create content. Create content that you can be posting on a weekly basis. It will attract people to you. It will attract people to your platform. And from there, you will get members. So let us be intentional about making technology a culture as an humanitarian. From this technology, you will get database of people in your community that you can even write letter to say, come and join us. You'll be able to know entrepreneurs in your community. You'll be able to know politicians, religious leaders in your community. And you gather database that you will always be using on a regular basis. So these are the tools that technology gives to us. Please, let's imbibe this as a culture. Principles of humanitarian service culture. We know some of these ones. Is like a cliche in Lions Club in Nigeria. I have come up with what I call 6Ts: time, talent, treasure, technology, trust, and tolerance. So I'll just talk about tolerance because the other ones are things that we are familiar with. We must be able to first tolerate each other as members. Tolerance. We must be able to tolerate each other first before we can tolerate those that we want to help. I must confess, in the last 3 Lions here, I've been privileged to work with every district cabinet in our district. And this is off record. I don't want to speak too loud so that not. I have found that it's more difficult to serve Lions than serving the less privileged. Please don't quote me. It's just off record. I have found out that it's a lot of burden to serve Lions than serving the less privileged. But this tolerance skill has helped me to tolerate all sorts of things since I've always been at the cabinet officers level in the last 3 Lions here. So many things will come, you feel somehow, is it because we are serving humanity that you are talking to me like this? But we have to tolerate each other. But you also need to define some things in love to other Lions, because some people don't know that what they're actually doing is wrong. Some people take you for granted. Some people talk anyhow, not knowing that is wrong because they will feel like that. But when you actually sit them down and speak to them one-on-one and you tell them this is wrong, some of them will change, some of them will not. Human beings will always be human beings. But these are things that we must imbibe as we go on our service journey. Tolerance is one key thing. Technology, we've talked about technology. We've talked about trust, which has to do with integrity, treasure, money, talents, our skills, our time. These are humanitarian service principles that anywhere in the globe, they will always remain the same. Irrespective of wherever we are, even if you're a lion in the United States, you must tolerate one another. You must tolerate your fellow members there. Benefits of humanitarian service culture. 1, effective response. As an humanitarian, our efforts are more impactful and responsive to the community needs. People get to feel us better when it's now a culture for us, individually, collectively, as a club. Imagine 20 members of your club members impacting your community, not waiting till there is a club activity. You have effective response. Secondly, credibility and trust comes into place. People see you, the way they see you will be different from the way they see other people. Something happened early this year. A client of mine, I wasn't delivering on time. And so she reported to the surveyor. And the surveyor told me that in my absence, he told the client, Madam, this person will deliver. He has explained why there is a delay. Give him more time. And the madam asked him, why are you vouching for him? He said, he's a member of Lions Club. When he told me that, within me, I got more scared. I never thought somebody can narrow my performance to me being a Lions member. He said, he's a member of Lions Club. He will deliver. Whatever he tells you, you will do it. That is the credibility and trust that comes from being an humanitarian service-oriented person. People see you differently. In fact, in my street in Ikorodu, they say I'm a millionaire. I say, why? He said, you people that is always there for the less privileged. Because as far as they are concerned, it's only rich people that can help. That is their own mindset. So people see you differently and they give you that trust and credibility. Another benefit is that we're able to maximize resources utilization. When you will partner, what you are supposed to do as individual club, you will spend less when you partner and collaborate. So you maximize your resources, you maximize the time you spend, you maximize your talent, you maximize even your technology, because you are sharing different base platform now, different platform of technology. So you maximize all of these things. Then another benefit is sustainable impact. Sustainable impact. When you cultivate humanitarian culture, every project will be sustainable. Because as a new president, you will not see a project that was done 5 years ago that is not dilapidated, you will leave it. You will call the attention of your club to it, especially when it was done by your club. Let's do something about this. So projects that we do must be sustainable. And when we make service, humanitarian service a culture, we'll be able to sustain this project. Finally, final benefit, you have personal fulfillment and well-being. Sincerely, I tell people, there was a place I went to give a talk, orientation to new members. And I told them, I said, one of the things I love about Lion is every time I, for long, shall go out to serve, I come back happy. I come back fulfilled. Because when I put a smile on somebody that I don't know before, I feel fulfilled. And this is one of the greatest benefits that can never be quantified. It can never be quantified. I remember the day my club went to pay, because it's a culture in my club. Every December and January, we go to hospital and pay patients that could not pay bills. We pay their bills. If we don't do anything that Lions Head, December, January is a culture. We must. And so I'm going to challenge clubs here. Have a culture in your club. One thing that your club should be known for, irrespective of whoever is the club president. Every year, they will say, Ikorodu Oga, they distribute 1 trailer of bottled water to patients in general hospital every December. It becomes your culture. Even the hospital know that without them calling you, you are coming, because it is your culture as a service club. Have one area of service that you will distinguish you as a club in your area. Finally, humanitarian service culture is very essential in individual and organization. It guides our actions and decisions to prioritize the needs and dignity of those that we serve. In the words of Muhammad Ali, the great boxer, he said, service to others is the rent that you pay for your room here on earth. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for having me. In Lionism,
We serve. We
thank
serve.
you.
Thank you so much, Lion Architect Lawrence Samuel. This was rather very impactful. In fact, I would want to say that one of the things that I learned from what you just disseminated is that I've added more 3 T's to the initial 3 T's that I know: technology, trust, and tolerance, which are quite key. That's my take home for this training session. This was very impactful for me, and I'm sure a lot of other persons have a few other things that they are taking home. Thank you so much. Dear Lions, if we have questions, please, I would like us to either raise our hands or put it in the comment section so that we can actually read out your questions so that the facilitator would be able to answer these questions. Please, do we have any questions? Please kindly signify or put down your questions in the comment section. My region chair, please take note. You're going to give the vote of thanks after this question and answer session. Thank you.
Okay.
Questions? Questions? In the absence of questions, I'd like to call my DG again to give 1 or 2 words if she's still available. I don't think she's here. Okay, in the absence of questions, please, my region chair, Lana Jadokun, you have the floor. Vote of thanks, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, our district GLT coordinator, our amiable district governor, District 404A3, other distinguished Lion leaders here present, our indefatigable District 404A3 GLT coordinator, distinguished Lions, my dear esteemed Lions of Region 6, Leos, ladies and gentlemen, though I must say that I'm not too impressed with the attendance that we have tonight, despite all effort that we make to publicize this training. But be that as it may, for those of us who are here tonight, we have really benefited. So on behalf of our district governor, Lion Mary Honu, PMGF, NLCF, the district GLT coordinators, and the entire Lions of Region 6, I sincerely thank our facilitator, my dear brother, friend, and client, and my ALLI classmate. I think in the audience tonight, we have some of our classmates at ALLI that was where my part and the facilitator tonight met. And since then, we have become brothers and friends and even clients to each other. Dr. Franklin Mena, our treasurer, district treasurer, we were both together, we were all together at the ALLI class. And we call ourselves FGC Connect. Can I hear that from our classmates? VGC
VGC
Connect.
VGC Connect.
VGC Connect.
My roommate.
So, yeah, thank you. So on behalf of all of us, my dear brother, architect Folorunsho Adeoluwa Samuel, MNIA, MJF, and LCF, we want to thank you sincerely for the erudite, educative, and interesting and engaging and eloquent delivery of the topic, building a humanitarian service culture. We thank you for deploying your 3 T's. Although, like as said by my district GLT coordinator, you have added another 3 to our T's, making 6 T's now. So we thank you for deploying your 3 T's into the presentation. You have given us your time, your talent, and your treasure. At least you use your data. And we pray that Almighty God shall increase you in wisdom, understanding, and grant you the reward for your humanitarian service on this earth and in the hereafter. To our Lion leaders, Lions and Leos, since the time we joined Lions Club International, we have been building and deploying our humanitarian services culture. This training tonight will propel us to further deepen our humanitarian service and to do more in serving the less privileged and the needy in our various communities. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend tonight's training. I could see some other people in the audience who have not yet joined the Lions family. I believe this tonight's training will be a booster to encourage you to join Lions Club International, the largest service organization in the whole world, and be a platform for you to utilize your humanitarian service culture. I thank you all, and may God bless all of us. Thank you very much, our facilitator.
Thank you so much, my region chair. I'd like to say this to every one of us that have taken time to pay ears to or pay our attention to the facilitator tonight. The attendance form have been shared through the chat platform. Please, I will indulge every one of us to click on the attendance form and fill the form correctly with your name. And if you don't know your membership ID, you can just put any number there. This is important because for every of the training you attend, on the portal, it is registered in accordance with, on the portal, it is registered alongside with your attendance that you have participated in it. And it is counted as an activity that you have taken part in. So I would want to encourage every one of us to fill the form because it counts for you. It really counts for you. If you want to do some certain courses on the international level, they will look at the number of attendance that you have made on trainings before you can even have a leeway out. Okay, please. So kindly check the chat platform and fill the attendance form. Thank you so much. In the absence of that, please, I would indulge us to turn on our cameras. Everybody, please turn on your cameras because we're going to take a group picture at this moment. This is also going to be recorded and posted on the portal as well. So please turn on your cameras, gentlemen and ladies, Lion members, please turn on your cameras. We're going to snap in a short while from now. Okay, say cheese. Okay, I'm taking pictures now, please. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. On behalf of the DG, the entire district, on behalf of the DGLT, and oh no, she's even here. My DGLT, please, you can close for us. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can close for us, ma'am.
Please go ahead, my dear. I just want to lend my voice and thank everyone for attending. Yes, I agree with the region chairperson. Our attendance is rather too low, way lower than what we expected, considering that he actually did a lot of awareness. He tried to create a lot of awareness. But I'm trusting that everybody that came here today is taking away something, and whatever you're taking away, you're going to use it to impact others. That is the essence of this training. You're taking away something. Let that thing that you're taking away count. Make sure that it has an effect, a positive effect on the next person. It is very critical. Thank you so much, our dear facilitator. I appreciate the time that you took to share experience with us this evening, because that's what it is. You just shared, you allowed us to tap into your experience. Okay, so we appreciate that. And my dear region chairperson, well done, well done, well done, my brother, well done. Thank you, everyone. Lion Funke, so I can't see you again. I don't know if you're still here. But if you are, I love you, sis. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. And my dear ICT, my personal person.
I think so you know go heal me self now.
Well, how? How? Apiosa.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.